Hello, welcome to you in my channel Chemistry Simplified. I am Nutan Mishra, chemistry lecturer, going to simplify solid state. In this module, I am going to simplify or going to explain the classification of crystalline solid based upon the nature of the constituent particles and the force of attraction present between them. The crystalline solids are further classified into four types: ionic solids, molecular solids, covalent solids, and metallic solids. I am going to explain about the ionic solids. In ionic solids, cations and anions are held together by a strong electrostatic force of attraction. Example is the sodium chloride. In this case, sodium chloride is formed by the cation sodium and anion chloride. As per general characteristics of the ionic solids are, because of a strong electrostatic force of attraction, they have high melting point and boiling point. As they do not conduct electricity in the solid state, but they are good conductor of electricity in the molten state or in the aqueous solution. They are soluble in the polar solvent, but insoluble in non-polar solvent. Because of a strong electrostatic force of attraction, the ions are closely packed, so ionic solids are hard. And I am going to explain about the molecular solids. In case of a molecular solids, the constituent particles are molecules. Depending upon the nature of molecules, these are further classified into three types. Non-polar molecular solids. These are those solids, crystalline solids, in which the constituent particles are non-polar molecules. You can see here chlorine or Cl2, H2, N2, that is chlorine, hydrogen and nitrogen. They are non-polar in nature. Next is your polar molecular solids, in which the constituent particles are polar molecules. Example, we can take hydrogen chloride, and polarity is developed because of the difference in the electronegativity between the hydrogen and chlorine, and there is a development of fractional positive and negative charges on the hydrogen and chlorine respectively, hydrogen and chloride respectively. The next is your hydrogen bonded molecular solids. In this solids, the constituent particles are hydrogen atom linked to nitrogen, oxygen and fluorine. Example, we can take H2O and HF. In HF, we can see here the development of fractional positive charges and negative charges, and 2HF is held together by electrostatic force of attraction. In case of water, the electrostatic force of attraction is between your oxygen and hydrogen. This is the structure of one water molecule. Two water molecules are held by your strong electrostatic force of attraction. Already we have discussed about ionic solids and molecular solids. In this module, we are going to explain the covalent solids and metallic solids. In covalent solids, the constituent particles are non-metal atoms linked to the adjacent atom through covalent bond. As per general characteristics of the covalent solids are concerned, covalent bonds are strong and directional in nature. They have high melting point and boiling point. They are insulator and do not conduct electricity. Now we can see the metallic solid. In metallic solid, the constituent particles are positively charged metal ions and the free electrons. Since metals are having low ionization energy, the valence electrons are easily lost, resulting in the formation of positively charged metal ions. These electrons flow throughout the metal, resulting in the formation of the sea of electron. The force that holds the metal ion and the free electrons are called metallic bond. We can see the general characteristics of the metallic solids. They possess electrical and thermal conductivity. They are lustrous and colored, and they are malleable and ductile.